Everything is perfect. The table is set, the food is out, the string lights are glowing, and for one brief moment, your backyard feels like exactly the place you always wanted it to be. Then it starts. First one bite, then another, and within minutes, your guests are swatting the air, grabbing their drinks, and retreating inside. Another summer evening surrendered. You've tried the sprays that smell like a chemical factory. You've burned the citronella candles that do almost nothing past a 3-inch radius. You've plugged in the zappers that kill every flying creature except the one you actually want gone. And still, every single year, the mosquitoes win. What most people don't realize is that those insects aren't just ruining your evenings. They're carrying malaria, dengue, Zika, and West Nile into backyards exactly like yours. But nature already engineered the solution. Your garden is the delivery system. Let's build it. Before we get into the list, you need to understand why these plants actually work. Because this isn't folklore or gardening superstition, it's biology. Mosquitoes locate their targets by tracking the carbon dioxide and lactic acid your body continuously releases into the air. Their olfactory receptors are extraordinarily sensitive, finely tuned hunting instruments. What certain plants do is flood the surrounding air with volatile essential oils that essentially jam that signal. The mosquito's sensory system gets overwhelmed, disoriented, and redirected away from you entirely. When you stop thinking of plants as decoration and start thinking of them as a chemical defense network, everything changes. Every plant on this list earns its place through a specific, documented mechanism, not tradition, not guesswork. And at the end, I'm going to show you how to arrange these plants into layered defense zones around your yard for compounding maximum effect. Stay with me. Plant 1. Lavender. Here's what surprises most people. The same scent you associate with relaxation, with spa towels and bedroom diffusers, is a chemical assault on a mosquito's nervous system. Lavender contains linalool, a volatile compound that overwhelms the olfactory receptors mosquitoes rely on to hunt. It doesn't just mask your scent, it dismantles their ability to track you entirely. Lavender thrives in USDA zones 5 through 9, loves full sun, and demands one thing above everything else: drainage. Overwatering kills it faster than any frost. Plant it in dense borders along your patio edges and footpaths, anywhere people brush against it regularly, because physical contact releases the oils directly into the air around your seating space. Plant 2. Citronella grass. You know the candle. You've probably been disappointed by the candle. The actual plant, Cymbopogon nardus, is something else entirely. It grows 4 to 6 feet tall, releases that familiar citrusy oil naturally on warm days, and when you snap a leaf and rub it directly on your skin, you have a concentrated natural repellent that rivals most commercial sprays. It's perennial in zones 9 through 11 and container-friendly everywhere cooler. Plant it in clusters along the outer edges of your entertaining space and let the sheer volume of foliage do the work. Plant 3. Catnip. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I need you to stay with me here. Researchers at Iowa State University found that nepentolactone, the active compound in catnip, repels mosquitoes approximately 10 times more effectively than DEET. 10 times! The gold standard of chemical repellents, the thing the military has trusted for decades, and catnip outperforms it by a factor of 10. Grow it in containers only. It spreads underground with the aggression of a plant that knows how good it is, and position those pots directly beside every seating area you own. Plant 4. Rosemary. That sharp, resinous, piney scent comes from a complex cocktail of camphor, cinnol, and alpha-pinene, all of which evaporate readily into surrounding air and create a chemical presence that disorients mosquitoes before they ever reach you. Hardy in zones 7 through 10 with excellent drainage. Toss fresh sprigs onto your fire pit when guests arrive and let the smoke carry those compounds across your entire seating area. Plant 5, basil. Unlike most plants on this list, basil emits its protective oils, estragol, linalool, and eugenol continuously and passively without anyone crushing or disturbing it. Studies also show basil oil is toxic to mosquito larvae, meaning it attacks the next generation before it hatches. It loves heat and full sun, hates cold, and belongs in a pot beside every chair where someone you care about is sitting. Plant 6, lemon balm. Imagine the smell of a lemon drop candy dissolved into a warm summer garden, and you're close. Lemon balm belongs to the mint family and carries citronella, the compound responsible for its distinctive brightness, which mosquitoes experience as deeply hostile. Crush a handful of leaves between your palms before heading outside, and you have an immediate, skin-safe, completely natural topical repellent that works. It's cold hardy from zones 3 through 7, tolerates partial shade better than almost anything else on this list, and belongs in a large container on your patio. In the ground, it will claim territory you never agreed to give it. Plant 7, marigolds. If budget or beginner anxiety has made you hesitate about any plant on this list, this is your entry point. A 6-pack of marigolds costs a few dollars at any garden center, grows in virtually every climate during warm months, and produces pyrethrum, the same active compound found in a wide range of commercial insecticides, naturally and continuously all season long. Pyrethrum doesn't just deter mosquitoes, it disrupts their nervous systems on contact. Plant marigolds in dense borders around your patio, along walkways, and in window boxes. The denser the planting, the stronger the effect. Cost almost nothing, requires almost nothing, delivers everything. Plant 8, peppermint. That sharp electric coolness you feel when you breathe it in is created by menthol and menthone, compounds that overwhelm mosquito sensory receptors and make normal navigation around your space nearly impossible for them. Peppermint is vigorous, cold hardy from zones 3 through 8 and will spread underground with quiet relentlessness if given open soil. Keep it contained in pots clustered near your seating area, your grill, and your back door. And if a mosquito manages to get through anyway, crush a leaf and rub it on the bite. It soothes inflammation immediately. Plant 9, lemon-scented geraniums. These are the plants you'll find labeled mosquito plant at garden centers, and the marketing is actually honest. They contain citronellol and geraniol, both extensively researched, well-documented natural repellents, concentrated most heavily in their lacy, textured leaves. Position them along pathways and near doorways where contact with the foliage is unavoidable. Plant 10, eucalyptus. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention officially recommends lemon eucalyptus as an effective alternative to DEET for mosquito-borne illness protection. That is the CDC. That is not a minor endorsement. The active compound, PMD, derived from its oil, creates a genuinely hostile environment for mosquitoes. Even as cut branches draped over your outdoor dining table, it works. Plant 11, sage. Long before anyone was manufacturing citronella candles or formulating DEET in a laboratory, ancient Roman and Greek civilizations were burning sage to drive insects away from their gatherings. There has always been a deeply practical reason underneath that ancient ritual. Sage contains camphor, cineol, and thujone, aromatic compounds that mosquitoes find completely intolerable, especially when burned. It's perennial in zones 4 through 8, thrives in dry, sunny conditions, and actually becomes more potent in summer heat, more aromatic, more chemically aggressive, exactly when you need it most. Toss generous handfuls onto your fire pit before guests arrive and let the smoke do what it has been doing for thousands of years. Plant 12, pennyroyal. This low-growing, creeping member of the mint family has been used as an insect repellent since antiquity, and with serious justification. It contains pulegone in very high concentrations, a compound that is essentially toxic to mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks. Plant it between stepping stones or along pathways where foot traffic crushes it regularly, releasing its oils with every step. It's hardy in zones 6 through 9, tolerates partial shade well. One honest note, because this channel will always prioritize your safety over a clean sales pitch, pennyroyal essential oil in concentrated form is genuinely dangerous and should never be applied to skin. As a garden plant you're walking past, it's perfectly safe and remarkably effective. Know the difference. Plant 14. Alliums, those dramatic, perfectly spherical purple blooms rising on tall, elegant stems, aren't just visually extraordinary. They're quietly producing sulfur-based compounds that signal danger to mosquitoes, aphids, and a wide range of other garden pests. Hardy in zones 4 through 9, completely deer-resistant, and they naturalize and multiply over years without any effort from you. Plant 14. Bee balm. This is the plant that supports hummingbirds, native bees, and butterflies, while simultaneously repelling the one creature in your garden you actually want eliminated. It produces thymol, the same active compound in antiseptic mouthwash, which mosquitoes find deeply unpleasant. Perennial in zones 3 through 9, wildly beautiful, and it blooms at peak mosquito season. Plant 15. Pitcher plants. Every plant so far has repelled mosquitoes. This one kills them. It has evolved specifically to lure, trap, and digest insects as its primary food source. Mosquitoes enter attracted by nectar, cannot escape the downward-pointing interior hairs, and are slowly broken down in digestive fluid at the base. This is not gardening. This is nature in full predator mode, and it is deeply, deeply satisfying. Now that you have the list, here's how to actually use it. Think of your yard in 3 zones. The outer perimeter, citronella grass, eucalyptus, alliums, forms your first scent barrier, stopping mosquitoes before they even get close. The mid-garden layer, lavender, rosemary, marigold, sage, fills every pathway and edge so there's no unprotected corridor left. And the close proximity zone, right around your seating, is where your containers live. Basil, peppermint, lemon balm, catnip, releasing compounds directly into the air you're breathing. When you light the fire pit, throw rosemary and sage on the flames. The smoke does the rest. And eliminate every drop of standing water in your yard. No plant system survives active breeding grounds nearby. Do both, and your yard is genuinely yours again. You now have the plants, the science, and the strategy. Your summer evenings are about to look completely different. Drop a comment telling me which plant you're trying first. I read every one. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. Every week, I share practical, science-backed outdoor content you can actually use. See you in the next one.